Alright, y'all, we got 2 more orders, 20 bucks. I think it's gonna be like 7.8 miles total. One of them is Slow Roast. It's a virtual restaurant at BJ's Restaurant, and over here by Southern Park Mall. And the second half is Tequila. It's a Mexican spot right across from the mall. So I believe it's the one across from the mall. We'll see after we pick up this first one. But like I say, it's gonna be 20 bucks, $19 actually, for 7.8 miles total. So we're gonna knock off about 1.8 going to do the first pickup. So the second half of the pickup probably gonna be less than a half a mile. So we're gonna be looking at like 6 miles for the drop off probably once we get them both picked up. It's gonna take us past our 5 o'clock hour, so but we didn't really get no good trips coming in between that time. There was a couple okay trips I could have took, but they really weren't good trips, so I didn't take it. Like I say, the weather bad, so I'm not gonna be jumping out the car for nothing that really don't look good. Even the one we did last time, you know, I just took it just to take a trip. But on a nice weather day when the weather good, it would have been a good trip. But today it's just an okay trip. Even the one we're doing now is just okay because of the weather. You figure the amount that the trip is probably one or neither person tip more than $10, and probably not even one person tipped the $10, just based off of, like I say, the amount of the trip. So I doubt if even one of the people tipped $10. It's probably just DoorDash giving that peak payout because ain't nobody been taking trips. I was sitting in my staging area over there, and typically you see a lot of drivers sitting in that area, and I'm not seeing a ton of drivers out today, so a lot of people's orders probably gonna be left behind on the shelf. Get up, like I said, we're gonna get up this road, get to BJ's. We're about 3 minutes away. The traffic is pretty light. Like I said, ain't a lot of people out driving in this weather today. And we just started to get a couple more flurries flying again. Not too crazy, but it's a couple flurries out. So the ground is icy. They've been cleaning these major roads off pretty good and trying to keep them smooth, but it's still pretty slippery out here. Boulevard, like we'll be dang near BJ's. This snow dust blowing back across the ground though. That's what makes it real icy out here. That dusting and snow changed the game. I don't know what the temperature dropped down to, but the wind is blowing a lot. The more the temperature drop down, the more the wind blow, the icier these streets gonna get, even if they ain't covered with a ton of snow. They'll still be, heck, like iced up bad. BJ's is notorious for not having the orders ready, so I'm hoping when we get in here it's ready. It's say 4:55, but we'll see. They're notorious for not having anything ready when you get in there, whether it's busy or 3 cars in the parking lot. It seems like they never got any of their orders ready, but we'll find out. And it looked like it's only 2 items, a sirloin and a baked potato and a salad, 3 items of dish. But it's something that should have been done already, but probably won't be. That's DJs for you. But we'll get in here and then we'll see this other one, if it's the one across the street or the one in the mall. Alright, I see another DoorDash driver out in the SUV just coming in. Little big suburban town. They be out here DoorDashing, so they out here today. Ready, and hopefully it is, and we can get in and out with it. But BJ's is notorious for not having anything ready, so let us get in here, see if they got it, and get going. Alright, y'all, BJ's, that's the one we're doing now. Like I said, hopefully it's ready when we get inside. This wind is blowing. We got the ice and the snow flying around, so we're gonna see if it's done. Hopefully it is. Hey, how you doing? Picking up for Russell W. All right, let's go. All right, thank you. You too. All right, yeah, that one done, y'all. So now we're gonna head next to the Mexican spot to get the next one. Like I said, usually they ain't done here, but we got lucky today. So we're gonna grab this one and then we'll head over to, I'm thinking it's across the street. Let me see. Market Street. No, this might be in the mall. This one might be in the mall. So we gonna grab this one out of the Southern Park Mall. I think this that new Mexican restaurant they got over there. Let me get y'all up here and we get out of here. All right, yeah, I think this is the one right in the mall, inside the mall. It's the mall food court. So we'll run in here and grab this. Like I said, hopefully this one is ready. 2 other times. And it's usually ready. Once I had to wait just a couple of minutes, but the other time it was ready when I got there. So, like I said, we'll see if this one ready. It's right over here in the food court at the mall. It say 501, so let's see. Hopefully it's already ready and we ain't waiting. Looks like it's only a couple items, but you never know how smooth it's gonna be. But we gonna get over in here and try to grab them real quick, and if we're lucky, it's already done. Got a couple of DoorDashers out today, not just me. Alright, y'all, so we out the whip. We back at the food court, the Southern Park Mall. We picking up from the little Mexican restaurant in here. That's a food court, Southern Park Mall. Hopefully it's done and we ain't gotta wait for it. There ain't a lot of people out, so as long as they got the order ready ahead of time, we should be good. Food court, Southern Park Mall. Ain't bad. They got a few things in here, but when I was a kid, I used to be a lot more in this food court. But it's less people and everything now, so it's different. Might be our order sitting here, but I guess they kind of tied up between cooking and waiting. So as soon as we get this in, y'all, I'll be back on and then we'll get up out of here. All right, y'all, so our order was ready there. It didn't take us too long to get. It was sitting on the counter, but they was kind of preoccupied when we walked in, trying to take care of a couple other customers. But we got that, so we're gonna go do the first drop off, slow roast. It's 4.7 miles, so the run is about 13 minutes. Like I said, it's $19 for this trip. The whole trip probably only about 6 miles from the drop off now from here. So the first one and the second one, we should be able to knock them both out pretty quick. Let us jump in the ride and we'll get to it. So this was gonna take us back down past Southern Boulevard. So we gonna head back towards Poland on this one. I'll try to weave through this parking lot, save us a little time. Some mega potholes in this parking lot. The Bartlow on them is not taking care of their pothole problem very well in the parking lot because the potholes been there for a minute. They need to get on that. Like I said, we out here. We're gonna get in traffic, get these delivered. Cut through the small parking lot. They got a barber shop, 1 or 2 barber shops inside the mall now too. So that's kind of cool. That's something we didn't have when I was there. But like I say, if you don't mind waiting at barbers, or you have time where you can make an appointment and then go show up, then it's worth it. I just don't. I'm not a fan of that. All right, I see another driver out. Another driver out. That's 2 I've seen so far, or 3. Old boy sitting over here in the little car in the parking lot. He door down. Sitting over there in the cut. He door down. There's a few of us out here today. Still on this paper chase. Sitting there staying warm in the car. Looked like he done took a L. The front of his car got messed up. Wasn't like that before. Southern Boulevard towards Poland, and this is the first order of the slow roast order. So I'll get out here and say some of the roads is done, some of them ain't. Like this is one that, even though it's out here with the blowing snow and the fact that the truck didn't go heavy on the salt over here, it's still kind of slick. Too bad. It's gonna take us, let's see, all the way down to Water Street. So we're gonna drop this off probably at Struthers or Camel. Let's see what's the Struthers, and then the other one should be real close to it. So we start these pretty much for the 5 o'clock hour. So it'll be 19, so the 5 o'clock hour with. The last hour we did a $15 trip, but we just didn't get nothing good. When we came back, that was really worth doing. So we waited until we got there and took this one. Like I say, depending on how you like to do it and how much time you got to put in a day, per day, base that off of how you doing your trips and the trips you taking. Because like I said, if you got time, a lot of time, and you can do 8 to 10 hours a day, every day, still take the good trips, but you can stretch it out and make more money per day. Like I said, it all depends on your time, with what you got going on. So usually this lane is like super smooth, but today it looked like this lane is kind of congested. But we got to go all the way down to Water Street, so it ain't really no cut through that we can get to that's gonna be better than what we're working with now. So we're just gonna ride it out, and then hopefully when we get down here to South Avenue, we can slide across easy. Like I said, it's a little bit of traffic out here, but nothing too insane. Some flowers for Valentine's Day, so make sure y'all watch those videos. I think I got most of them posted. might be one or two more that I gotta put up, but y'all watching these videos, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below. And I appreciate y'all ride with me. You know how we do it. And we're gonna keep it going. Let's say y'all get to see the city, and you ain't never been to Youngstown, you might see somewhere in the videos that you'll like to visit, or maybe I gave you a little insight about one of the spots or whatever it might be, but I'm gonna keep doing it for y'all, keep rocking. And like I said, we're gonna try some different food along the way. I know we got a lot of views for our Harmony Grill, the barbecue. I posted the Puerto Rican restaurant over there on Center Street the other day. I like the strawberries that made for Valentine's Day. She did pretty good, so maybe some of y'all showed up because she sold a lot of gifts and a lot of strawberries. And we're gonna be out with the truck here come spring, so watch out for the Lemonade Girls, because we'll be out here with that, and see y'all on these roads. Y'all come and get some good food, and I'm gonna keep taking y'all to new spots when I find them. We got good eats, and like I said, we still ain't been in Twin Peaks yet, so hopefully we'll get an order worth going, and I can show y'all Twin Peaks. It's pretty much like Hooters, but a little better. The food is pretty good. We went there once or twice, I think, since it's been open. It's fairly new out here in Boardman. They just opened up, you say, a year ago maybe, so they fairly new. Alright, like I said, this is going to take us down to Water Street, so try to get our thing in focus. Down in the Poland, they seem like they cleaning up the freeway exits now. Got the big trucks out. I don't know if this is supposed to last all night. Earlier they said it was supposed to stop by 3, but it's still continuing on and off. So we might have this all day and all night. We got ice sliding around, flying around. There's ice on everything. Oh, her front windshield was like completely covered in ice when I started today. But we got it thawed out as we was on our travels. Slippery, being a 25-mile-an-hour zone, so do that 25, ain't no rush, we gonna get there. Like I said, we gonna get down here to Water, and then we gonna turn and head towards Struthers. We're about 2 miles out from this drop-off, so that ain't too bad. And red light, unfortunately. But yeah, we're only about 2 miles out from the drop off, so. minutes. And then like I said, the other trip on this half got to be super close. And then we get back into our over here and try to get something good for the remainder of this hour, make this more than $19, $20 an hour if we're lucky. Like I said, evening is coming upon us, but the weather still ain't improved dramatically. So you definitely got a chance to make some more money from people who ain't trying to leave the house. But like I said, we're only taking good trips, you know, especially when the weather bad. We're already risking our safety out here driving, so we want the trips to be well worth it. Lot that we was over by earlier and strollers to drop these off. Don't look like it's too far from there. And like I said, hopefully the other one is like right there in the same neighborhood. Like I said, the whole thing was only 7-8, and we went about 1-8 thing there to the first pickup. And the second pickup was real close. Maybe like 800 feet or so. Gas prices keep up around the city. Hopefully they come back down, but I don't know. Like I said, that's what you got to base a lot of what you're doing on too. A lot of this driving, they got to be based on how much traveling you're doing and how much your fuel costs. So you always take that into consideration. Because you want to make more than you spending. We prefer to make 10 times what we spend on fuel, but that don't always work out like that. But that's the preference every day when we come out, to make 10 times as much as we spend on fuel. So keep that in mind when you dash. And like I say, you ain't doing this just to do favors for people. You want to actually be getting paid, and your time and your gas. If you got to buy a tire, I had to get a tire fixed the other day. All that stuff add up when you're doing this kind of work. The routine maintenance you got to do on your vehicle, all of that stuff. So keep it all in mind. Alright, our first drop off coming up here in the middle of the block. Get this one on a porch, and then we're going to get to our next one. Should be here real close. Might be this one. Yeah. I delivered here once or twice before. Y'all weren't with me when I was delivering here, but yeah, I've been here once or twice. So we're gonna get this on the porch and then we'll get to our. And this is the order for slow roast. So this nice one, it's only 1.4 miles away. He was an older guy. It took him a while to get to the door as one of the handed to me orders. He was an older guy, so it took him a little while to get there, but he made it there finally. We're gonna go down 616, look like, a little deeper in the Struthers. Almost Quakesville, I guess that would be, or yeah, I guess still Struthers, but a little deeper down in the Struthers, Camo area. This one is 5 minutes away. Like I said, 1.4 miles, so it was fairly close to this drop off. It will take us a bit out the way, so it's going to take us probably about 7-10 minutes to get back into our zone. But we ain't too far away from our zone. We'll probably end up taking this road in front of us to go back into our zone. Right now, from the time we started to now, we about 34 minutes in to these 2 trips, so that's about the time it cost us so far. So yeah, when you're picking up these orders, like I said, that's why you want to almost plan it when you're picking up orders by hour, because even though we'll be finished with this in a 5:30 hour, the time it takes us to get back, and if we don't get another good short trip right away, that's only $19 an hour. And, you know, you want to make at least 20 an hour, but that ain't always the case. Sometimes you gotta just work your way around it and try to average it out through the day. Sometimes you get better trips, sometimes you don't. Like I said, because of the weather bad, we ain't taking no bad trips. Not even if they close, we're not taking bad trips. We gonna give, with doing this job, it's almost like, it's a weird analogy, but training a pet. If you out here picking up crappy orders all day, where people only tipping $2 and $3, then they gonna keep tipping $2 or $3, thinking they gonna get their food delivered like that. So, as drivers, you got to take a stand and only take trips that's beneficial. So people who using these apps gonna learn they got to tip more, or the app gonna learn they got to pay us more. Somebody gotta, meet us halfway. Like I say, we putting all this miles on our cars, all this wear and tear on our vehicles, our bodies in and out of these vehicles. So, and your safety. So you just gotta, make sure what you're doing is worth it out here. Like I say, sometimes you go a little out of the norm, because I do it sometimes, and I take trips that I don't usually take because I'm out here and I don't just want to waste the whole day of being out here. But at the same time, I only do that rarely. It's not a consistent thing where I'm out here taking bad trips. So this one is going to be from a Mexican spot, and it looked like it's going over here to the Astro Shapes. It's a little company back here in Struthers, next to the dispensary. I've delivered back here before. Typically, they don't tip good, but every blue moon you'll get one of them to tip good. But I'll let you know what it looked like when we get it dropped off. I'm gonna leave this one inside with the security office, and then we'll get back out of here. And this is, like I say, Astro Shapes. Maybe hired sometime over here. This, people say they make pretty decent money at this spot. All right, let me get down here and drop this off, and be right back. So they actually tip better than the old man did. The old man only tipped $6. They tip $8.50 here at the factory, and DoorDash paid $2.50 for base and $2 for peak pay. So they peak paid and went down since we started earlier, and that's what you got to watch out for as well, because they'll go up and down with the peak pay. And like I said, that's affecting how much money you make. I guess they think sometimes they more drivers out, but don't fall for the okie doke. Stick to your guns and only take good trips. All right, y'all. So that was that. That was about 40 minutes that took us to make that $20. So not a big fan of that. We really don't want to put that kind of time in. We really don't want to put that kind of time in for $20, 40 minutes worth of work. But it is what it is. All right, we're gonna get back to that zone and see if we get some more good trips. You got chalets and Don Vito's down here in Struthers. I ain't never picked nothing up from that, but they get a nice little ride sometimes. that ain't a good trip, so we're not taking that. All right, y'all. I'll let y'all in a minute.